Peace and love, family, peace and love, y'all. Welcome back to MindStrong. Happy to be back. Happy y'all back to see us put on a show, man. Today what we got to talk about? Mental health. Dun, dun, dun. Nah, let me not say that. But mental health. Mental health and longevity. How do they go together? What's the difference? And how one can help the other. In terms of our mental health, was that even talked about when we were growing up? Like, was that a topic of discussion? Like, oh, you is that a good way to think about something, or is that the way you should be looking at it? Like, mental health, is that a healthy way of exerting an energy? Was that something that we were taught? Was that something that was on our mind? Was our parents talking about it? Was our auntie talking about it? I don't really think so. I don't believe it was a standpoint in our community to let your thoughts enhance yourself. You feel me? If you were to think about yourself being or doing better, you'll do better. And I want to elaborate on that a bit more. If your mental health is staggering, if you're not really able to look in the mirror and be accepting of who you are, how do you expect when it's time to go against something that you may not like or may have a hard time dealing with? How do you expect to get past that if your mental health or your mental capacity for certain hurtful things or something, or someone you don't like the way they did that? Like, how do you expect your own brain to deal with that if your mental health or your mental state is not at a certain level of being able to even think about it differently from how you've been taught? When you think about your thoughts or enhancing yourself through your thoughts, people don't really understand that. Like, how you as an individual thinking about something greater than what you're in, situation greater than a greater situation than you're in, how you may want to look in the future, how you may want to move in the future. However, the mentality in which you enhance it or you enforce it, that's all up to you. And alright, I say that to say, if you want to be, I don't want to say the greatest basketball player, but if you want to be, have aspirations to be the greatest basketball player, do you think you could be the great basketball player if you don't mentally visualize yourself being better than Kobe Bryant, better than Michael Jordan? Like, honestly, if you don't even see that in your future of being another a neuroscientist, an engineer, somebody that works at NASA, somebody that's actually living out their dreams. And you see, living out their dreams. What do you mean their dreams? Dreams. You can live out a dream? You damn right. Everything, even this right now, this is a dream. You know, I've thought about this. I've planted this in my head and said, this is what is going to happen because I said it's gonna happen. You feel me? Because it's in my mind already, and nothing else around me can stop it other than me. So when I say you use your thoughts to enhance yourself, you use your thoughts to visualize your future. You feel me? My team, nobody on my team is able to be a greater version of themselves if they didn't see themselves at the position they're in right now, or the positions where they were making or getting accomplished, having accomplishments. You feel me? Stacking up their accolades. You can't stack up accolades if you don't even visualize yourself doing that. It's not possible. Does manifestation and longevity have anything to do with each other? I didn't downplay this question. I didn't say, oh my gosh, how you don't understand and how you don't know that. I told him, if you can't see yourself doing or living to 97, how you gonna live to 97? If you don't see yourself living to 1,000, how you gonna live till 1,000? Like, you know, he's like, oh yeah, you right. So then I broke it down a bit more. Like, if you can't see yourself working for yourself, if you can't see yourself being greater than what you're doing right now, how do you expect it to happen? And I want to bring that back into the mental health aspect, because Now, we live in a society where it's normal for you to not love yourself, for you to not have confidence and faith in yourself. It's normal. It's normal. You can walk down the street and see somebody like that. But in terms of your mental health, having a certain level or capacity for you to be able to see yourself in a better light, it does wonders. Like, your mental health is in line with your longevity because you can't mentally predict what you're going to do unless you see yourself doing it. Yeah, life is life. Life is going to do life things. That's just the reality. Life is going to do life things. What you mad at it? You mad that life is going to give you what you put into it? You mad that life is going to give you the same thoughts that you were thinking about right in that same moment? You was thinking about yourself being lazy. You thought about yourself like, you already said to yourself, I'm not doing that shit tomorrow. I ain't doing that shit next 2 days. I ain't going to the gym. Like, I'm gonna do it, but I know I'm not gonna stay on my path. I know I'm not gonna stay on it. You already told yourself that. And now you wanna blame it on life. Son, yo, y'all want your cake and eat it too, son. That's the problem, bro. That, for me at least, it's the problem. That's the problem. You want your cake and eat it too, but you're not putting in the work to get to where you want to pursue. What? Son, you want to pursue, you want a pursuit of happiness, you know what I mean? But you know what's the difference? And I was recently watching that movie, Pursuit of Happiness. That man saw his future, you feel me? He saw it already. He saw it happening. He saw himself getting hired on Walt to become a stockbroker. He saw his product, I don't know if he saw where his product was going to go or how much he was going to make off of it, but he saw in his future that he was going to become a stockbroker. You know what I mean? Even if amongst all odds, no matter what. And I don't want people to say, oh, it's a higher power, it's your faith, it could be you. However people want to interpret it. But at the end of the day, if you didn't see yourself doing it, it was not gonna happen. You can agree to disagree, but I can tell you that from experience. You know what I mean? Now, a lot of people don't have that experience of actually following through to get better or to do better. So they don't even have a Rolodex and things like, oh yeah, I Coach of the Year. I said I was going to be Coach of the Year from the beginning of the season. You feel me? Even before I was doing coaching, I was like, I want to help these kids, but I'm helping them and I'm doing a bit more. I don't want to say I'm doing my shit. I'm on my work. So I can only visualize myself getting Coach of the Year. What I'm going to do? I'm going to beg and plead. Now I'm going to put in that work, bro. You go into my Instagram page, we beat a team 65-8. Granted, it's a small tournament, but regardless, what happened later on that year, I got the Coach of the Year award. Why? Because I visualized myself doing that shit. I visualized it from earlier in the year. So I say that to say a lot of people don't have those accomplishments after high school. You know what I mean? So now you want to just pander and ponder. You can't think of something bigger than the teacher giving you a reward or your boss giving you a check. Yeah, you can't think bigger than that. That's why I commend entrepreneurs so much. Like, me personally, I commend entrepreneurs. If you're getting it in any way possible that doesn't have someone overhead giving you the check, so to speak, you are doing it, you're making it, you're a visionary, you're one of the top 10% of people if you may. You're not normal. Because you brought something from your mental into the physical, and now you're living that. You feel me? So I commend you, and I have so much aspirations and have a lot of passion for entrepreneurs. I know what it takes in my own right to make it to where I'm at right now. So for somebody that's making $100 million, $10 million off of their own idea, their own passion, their own visualization, you got what's coming. You got what's coming. You got what you put into it. You got what you visualized from day one. You know what I mean? And I bet you when he got that he or she got that 10 million, he was still hungry for that, for more, for 100 million. After 100 million, he probably wasn't even looking at the bread. He just had a vision for what he wanted, for what was going to happen. He had a vision for it, and it happened. So now what you gonna do? You gonna blame the other person? Oh yeah, nah, so go get that. Go get it. Go visualize it first, actually. Longevity in terms of knowing what's killing you. Your thoughts are killing you. The way you think about yourself is killing you. The way you think about life is killing you. The way you feel about, I don't have to have no principles, no morals, no way of living. It's killing you. It's leaving you in a spot of not having the longevity that you so much desire. You desire longevity, but somebody tells you you're doing wrong and you still go and do that shit. You know better, you do better. My auntie taught me that. My auntie told me that. You know what I mean? You know better, you do better. And if you know better and you still doing the same shit, you want that life. Because you already visualized it in your mental capacity is only at that level of where you're at right now. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, that's why for me, I can't eat certain things. I can't eat certain things. I can't go certain places. I can't, even certain music after a while. Like, I can't listen to that sort of things. Like, it does something to your brain, to your subconscious mind. Me and my bro was literally just talking about this. Like, we was just talking, whatever, but he was like, you see the noises in the background? That's your the noises in the background, you're not listening to it. We're listening to each other, but that's going into your subconscious right now as we're speaking. It's no hootenanny, fairy tale. No, but you remember that. You remember what's going on. Why? Because it's just playing. Or not even that, you just listening to shoot 'em up, kill you, drug dealing, bitches and hoes. Like, that's the only music you tend to listen to. And you expect your mentality to be able to think and do great things. Nah, once the one time you have a discourse with somebody, you're gonna think about killing them. You gonna think about killing them. Yo, you gonna think about murdering this thing. You gonna think about murdering this person because, wow, that's your mental capacity in which you're able to go. You know what I mean? If talking was up here and killing was down here, this is your capacity. Right here. You know what I mean? I say that in terms of your longevity too. Because if I'm listening to shoot 'em up, kill you music and bats and holes and all this other stuff, I'm gonna either die from a bullet or from diseases. You feel me? And in hindsight, in the reality of it, it's up to you. You know what I mean? Your longevity, that's up to you. Your mental health, that's up to you. I don't want to say in your mental health in terms of when you're younger. You don't really understand mental health. You don't really understand what's going on around you. But at the same time, we are at an age, hopefully we're at an age, for most of us, for people watching, I hope we're at an age where we're able to see what's going on and be able to act on it for the better. Because your mental health it depends on it. Your mental health depends on your longevity. Your longevity depends on your mental health. Think about that. Think about that for a second. You know what I mean? Everyone has their differences. Everyone has their differences. The way we go about disputing our differences has to do with our mental health, I feel. And it's a lot more intertwined, so to speak. There's a lot of things at play when it comes to people's longevities nowadays. You know what I mean? From the way that they eat, from the way that they act, from the way that they think. Longevity is not really on the mind because I feel like mental health isn't really on the forefront of our mind. Like, if I don't care how to speak when I don't agree with you, then the longevity of me being able to have a conversation with someone that I don't like may be corrupted. If I don't like you and I go just shoot you, what does that make me? People like Pop Smoke, King Von, FPG Doug, senseless murders over nothing. I feel like mental health issues that in turn sacrifice their longevity. I would say if your mental health, or if you as a person don't really know where to go, how to manifest, what manifestation is, figure it. Like, I don't know. Let me not say figure it out. Find someone amongst you. You're an apprentice. Become an apprentice. Find a mentor. Find someone that you trust to give you principles, guidance, morals. And we look at it like, oh, wow, is this person telling me any better than that? Nah, son, that's your ego talking. That's your ego talking, bro. And that shit will keep you from being the great Fortune 500 company owner that you want to be, or the greatest basketball player. Your ego will keep you from doing it. So find a mentor, become an apprentice, and do better. Get your mental state right, because that's the only thing that really matters right now. After revolution comes evolution. After revolution of the society, the system, whatever, comes evolution. You know what I mean? Can't really do nothing in the society in terms of change. So why not change yourself? I want to end with a quote. This quote is from Chadwick Boseman. Follow the MindStrong page. You will see we recently have posted it, but it's so compelling. The struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose. The struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose. So, like I said in the last episode, your purpose is, I don't really know. You gotta determine that for yourself. You gotta want it. You gotta be able to visualize it. I can't visualize it for you. It's far beyond me. I'm just a messenger. But I will see you guys next time on MindStrong. Be sure to subscribe to MindStrong on Instagram, MindStrong 1x1 on YouTube, EF Visions on Instagram, Nightmare LLC on Instagram. Man, we here, season 2 live. Let's get it. Episode 3, we out.